evil eye I currently have on my face is for the little ones. What's going on, everybody? See that ability to go right from parenting to unparenting. So we are back. We've been putting out videos that have us standing up and exercising up on our feet. But for a lot of our members, some of those videos may be a little too challenging, or a lot of you guys may be doing teleconferencing or be stuck in a chair all day. So for those people, you can actually do some exercises and resets in a chair that will help make your make your body feel good. So if you guys have any questions about these things, please let us know. Reach out to Madi or I. You can do these as one continuous exercise routine, or you can break these up and kind of sprinkle them throughout your day to help your body feel good. Okay? What we're suggesting is that you do 1 to 3 rounds of this, or if you want to make it a very gentle, easy training session, do it for 10 or 15 minutes. What we're going to start with is breathing. So we're going to have both our feet on the ground. We're going to take one hand, put it on our stomach, and the other hand, and we're going to put it on our chest. We're going to close our mouth. We're going to press our tongue up to the roof of our mouth, and we're going to take 10 to 20 slow, deep breaths. We're focusing on pulling air down with our diaphragm into our bottom hand, and slowly filling up our lungs from our bottom up. Okay, we're going to do 10 to 20 breaths like that. Then we're going to move into seated cross crawls. So we're going to bring our hands down to our sides, and we're going to pull our knee up and touch across our body. Cross crawls are not only good to keep your hip flexors nice and strong, but they also nourish your brain. And so this is a brain exercise as much as it is a body exercise. We're going to do 10 to 20 on each side. You could do these while being on the phone with someone. If you're conference calling, you can still do this, so you can nourish your brain and take care of your body as you are working from home. Okay? 10 to 20 of those. Then we're going to bring our hands down to our sides. We're going to relax our shoulders. I'm going to turn to a profile view. And we're going to do head nods. So we're going to, should be better if you do profile.
I know, I was just thinking
Let's
that.
switch.
Since you're talking, now your voice is being projected.
Boom. Learning while we go. All right, so head nods. We're going to lead with our eyes, keep our mouth closed. We're going to look up towards the ceiling, and your back should gently arch. Then we're going to look down towards the ground, and your back should flex a little bit. If you see Madi's upper back flexing and extending, your eyes lead your head, and your head leads your body. So we're going to do anywhere between 10, 20, 30 of those, whatever feels good, but keep the number consistent if you're going to do this for time. And if you're doing it for rounds, have fun and kind of explore. After you've done 10 of those, we're going to go into head turns. So we're going to find the horizon with our eyes. We're going to turn our eyes to the right, turn our head to the right, and look over our right shoulder. Focus on moving your eyes first, and then your head. A lot of our older members have mentioned that this has helped them when they're driving. This has helped loosen their neck up. Actually, it's a good way to kind of alleviate a lot of stress and pain in your neck. Just move slow and move within your limits. Okay? After that, we're going to do shoulder turns, so seated shoulder turns. These are very similar to the windshield wipers that we do on the ground, but I call them also reaching in the back seat. So I'm going to turn my eyes to the right, turn my head to the right, and then turn my upper body like I'm reaching in the back seat for something. And I'm going to turn my head, or hitting me. Turn my eyes to the left, turn my head to the left, and then turn my upper body. You want to try your best to keep your knees and hips pointing straight. If they move a little bit, that's completely okay.
So you're kind of just moving the rib cage. Think of your spine, your rib cage. You just want to kind of get that rib cage moving around. When we're sitting down for a long time, all those back muscles get really tight.
Helps alleviate a lot of the tension that you feel in your upper back. And we'll do anywhere between 10 and 20 of these. Okay? And then from this, we're going to loop back and we'll do another round of those seated cross crawls. Okay? 2,
I feel like seated is so much harder.
Yeah, it locks your hips in place. And it makes it so where you really can't cheat with your lower back. So that's 6, that's 6, that's 7, that's 7, 8, 8, and 9, and 9, 10, and 10. Good. Anywhere between 10 and 20 of those. Now we're going to go into seated YTAs. So we're going to sit a little bit more upright. And here we're going to pay attention to our ribs not flaring as we pull our arms back. So the tension in our upper back sometimes may pull our ribs up, and we don't want that to happen here. We want to make sure that we are focusing on pulling our thumbs back without opening our middle. Okay, so that's a T, and then come down, and then an A. Good. So Y, we're gonna do 3 to 5 reps of this, making sure that our shoulders don't climb up by our ears, then come down, and then do a T. I want my palms to face up when I'm doing this, and what that does is it takes us out of the hand position that we're in everyday life. So if we're typing or reading, driving, eating, our palms are down. So when we're doing these exercises, we want to rotate or externally rotate our shoulders and have our palms up. Okay? And that's just a nice way to bring a little bit more shoulder health to you while you're sitting down. Now, we're going to open our legs so that they're as wide as the feet of the chair, and then we're going to scoot our butt to the edge of the chair, and we're going to do seated hip hinging. So this one's important. If you have any disc issues or if your lower back hurts, this actually will help you feel a little bit better, but just be careful with the range of motion and kind of do what feels good. So I'm going to look down with my eyes, and I'm going to let my back round gently, and I'm going to reach for the ground and touch, and then I'm going to sit up tall again. That's one. We're going to do 10 reps, actually 5 reps here, but you can do anywhere between 5 and 20 on your own. So reach down, and then sit up, reach down, sit up, 2 more. Just make sure that your butt stays on the chair. Good, and that was 5. Now, we're gonna start to work to stand up a little bit. If you need a little assistance, that's okay. Maybe put the chair in front of your counter or in front of a desk, and you can use that to push down a little bit, okay? Or a stick, thank you, Madi.
Broom.
Or a broom, anything that you can kind of drive into the ground with. So we're gonna keep our feet in the same position. We're gonna have our toes slightly pointing out, so like a 5 to 30-degree turnout, and I want you to focus on your knees, staying in line with your 3rd and 4th toe. So we're gonna tilt our body forward so that we feel the weight come onto our feet, and then we're gonna drive into the ground and stand up. Now, keeping our knees in the same position, we're gonna slowly sit back down, and then rock our body forward till we feel the weight come on our feet, and then we're gonna stand back up, sit back down. You can move your hands forward, you can do whatever you'd like in order to maintain some balance, and get tall. Good. So at home, do 3 to 10 repetitions of this, but just make sure that it's not aggravating your knees. There's nothing wrong with only doing a few reps. This is practice for standing up out of a chair. Good way to make sure that you can keep your independence and your self-reliance so you can live a healthy life forever. Now, all you're gonna do is loop through that for 1 to 3 rounds. Make sure you don't get overly fatigued. If you wanna do 3 rounds, you can actually stretch it out, maybe do a round in the morning, a round in the middle of the day, and a round at night. Or you can loop through it for 10 to 15 minutes, and you can actually get a pretty significant training effect from it. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to Madi or I. If you need any movements modified, please let us know, and remember that we're here for you guys.
And I just wanted to point out that a lot of our older community is at home and being socially isolated. So if you have an older parent or a neighbor or something, send them this video. It'd be really good. I'm going to be sending these to my moms. Hopefully they kind of move around a little bit more since their basic movement was going to the grocery store, and so now that's limited. So feel free to share this video. If they have any concerns, they can feel free to get a hold of us or you personally. So share this one.
You know, we talk about changing the world through movement, and this is one of those times where it's actually really important. Amadi, that's a wonderful point, is not only have they lost that ability to move, a lot of them have lost that interaction with other humans.
Social.
And then that's really important for staying connected and staying vibrant and thriving. So that's a wonderful point. So thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.